Hello everyone, it's been a little while, just excuse my hair. I've just jumped out of the shower. I am recovering from a major flare, so today I'm just going to take you along with a slow, gentle day in my life as like coming out of a flare. So we had Dexter's birthday and he had a really great time, but it took a lot out of me because there was like 3 days of like prep essentially. So on the Friday he went out with his friends for the day, and we had quite a full day out, which took a lot of energy out of me. So we went to the Sea Life Centre with his home ed friends and it was really nice, really good, but it just took a lot of energy out of me because we were there from about 10 o'clock till 4 o'clock and I was just super drained from like walking around, even though I did take rest breaks, and just like socializing with everyone just took it out of me like massively. So then on the Saturday he would have had razzmatazz, which I decided not to take him because I needed that kind of like day in between to just like rest and prep for the Sunday, which was his actual birthday, and we had family round on his actual birthday. So I did put some food on. It was just like pizza and things that I could just shove in the oven and cut up for everybody. So I didn't go overboard. I just cooked up a few things so that everyone had something to eat, and Dexter had the pool out. It wasn't really a very nice day. It was quite cloudy and a little bit chilly in comparison to other years, but he had a really good birthday. So then after that Sunday I spent the entire week resting because on the following Sunday we had the vegan market, and so it was probably a bit silly because I was already in a flare. But I didn't want to miss out on the vegan market. Probably should have taken my wheelchair, but I didn't, and I didn't take a stick or a crutch or anything. So I did rest a couple of times while we were there, but obviously there was like walking around stores. Dexter went on the bouncy castle twice, and it was just like a lot for me when I was like still basically in a flare. So I pushed myself basically, and I got to a point because like this week I have been feeling like super duper sorry for myself. Like I really have got to the point where I'm just sick of feeling like this now, and like I've had moments like this before where I've been in really bad flares and I've just been so depressed, and like I don't want to live like this anymore. Like I need to do more to help myself. I need to admit that I need help. I need to use mobility aids more, and I need to just stop pushing myself basically. And I think as well, because I've been on this whole like healing journey, self-love journey, I've just come to the realization that I am not really loving myself and putting myself at the top of my priority list in a sense, and like where I have been. So this is like really hard because I have been diagnosed with ME since 2018, and so like you'd think by now I would have learnt to accept it, but no, I think it's like a really hard thing. It takes a very long time for you to finally come to terms with chronic illness and chronic pain, and just this is how your life is now. I spent a lot of time thinking that if I pushed my illness aside that I would miraculously heal if I stopped like talking about it as much, if I stopped focusing on like what I'm going through and things like that, and if I just kept pushing it aside and pushing myself through, that I would somehow heal, like changing my mindset and things like that, which I have changed my mindset a lot through going through this healing journey and self-love journey, but I've struggled to accept that like honestly I need to just do what is going to help me. I've also kind of had this massive ego that I just cannot get over, and I've really struggled with that. So I've had this thing where I wouldn't use my wheelchair because I feel like an old lady and I feel like I'm going to be judged by other people because I can walk, and it's just that it takes a lot out of me, causes me pain, causes me to flare up, and reduces like my energy levels and stuff. And I feel like there's a lot of judgment surrounding like ambulatory wheelchair users. Also, the wheelchair that I had, well, I have, it's out in the Kita, is one, it's not a self-propelled wheelchair, so it's one that you have to be out with other people and they have to like push you around in it, and you just feel like you have no independence at all, and it's just like super frustrating. So on Friday I went to Active Mobility to get some advice because I was like, I really don't know anything about wheelchairs or what I'm looking for, but I want something that's going to help me reserve my energy, get me out of the house more, but also that I can be independent in. And like he advised me against like a self-propel wheelchair because obviously it would take a lot of energy to self-propel, and he actually advised me to get a power chair, an electric mobility chair. So I bought one, and I am trying to get over myself and use it more because I know it's going to help me. I think like over the next few months I'm going to look at like trying to jazz it up a bit and personalize it a bit so I don't feel like such an old lady in it, and like I can get out in it a bit more, but I'm still like super duper self-conscious and like wary of like other people, which I know I shouldn't be, but I'm sharing this because I know there are other people that struggle with this. So I joined a few part-time and full-time wheelchair user groups, and also like some more chronic illness groups, and I've been speaking to people in ME groups on Facebook, and they've all kind of said the same thing, which has helped to really validate like the way that I'm feeling, that like it's really hard to accept that you've got to this point in your life where you need to accept that you need more help and that you need to use mobility aids and just all of these things. And so like I just feel more validated by people that are going through the same thing, so that's the reason why I'm sharing this as well and talking honestly about like how I feel about it. Because if you're out there and you're going through the same thing and you're constantly pushing yourself and you're reluctant to buy a power chair or a wheelchair or any other mobility aid that's going to help you, I am going to get over myself and start using these things, and I'm going to start posting on my channel more about it in the hopes that it helps other people to realise that actually like stuff what other people think, because we need to do what helps us, and if this helps me then it's gonna help to give me my life back, and that is all that matters to me really. So I'm just going to be really careful about like how I'm doing things around my home as well, to not like try and like burn myself out. Plus today I think it is the hottest day of the year so far, or it might be tomorrow that might be the hottest day of the year, but it is getting hotter, and as you know, if you suffer with chronic fatigue syndrome, ME, fibromyalgia, or any other like chronic illness that affects your energy levels and leaves you feeling fatigued and stuff, the heat can be unbearable, and when it's hot I get tired more easily, and anyway I think that's normal for people that don't have chronic illness as well. The heat can really tire people out, and so yeah, I just want to be really wary of that. So most of you know that I have already watched previous videos of mine in the past will know that I really struggle with pacing, and again I think this is something that is really difficult for people with chronic illness, because you don't realise until you're already at a point where it's too late that you have pushed yourself, and it's really hard. So I'm trying like really hard to use like my kitchen chair more. Even if I feel like I can stand, I'm like, no, I need to sit as much as I possibly can, because whatever is going to reserve my energy and save my spoons is going to be a bonus and a plus, and it's going to make me get through my days a little bit better. And so yeah, I'm going to start trying to share more about it instead of like pushing it aside. And I know I have spoken here about my chronic illness before in the past. I don't feel like I've really focused on it because it's almost like I don't want it to be a major part of my life. I don't want to focus on it, but the reality is it is a major part of my life. It's not something that is just going to go away. It's something that I radically need to accept, and having the ability to accept and move forward in a way that benefits me, just trying to not give a shit about other people's opinions and get over myself basically, because I need like some form of life back. And if this is going to help me to kind of pace better, and yeah, it's only going to be a bonus, isn't it? It's going to be a plus. So yeah, I'm trying to like really just focus on that, and not the fact that, because like you kind of feel like you're giving up in a way and giving in, but actually like I think it's about changing your mindset and focusing on the positives and not the negatives, and being like, this mobility aid, this wheelchair, this power chair is going to reserve my energy levels, it's going to give me a better way of life, it's going to make me less in pain and have less flares and be able to like go out and enjoy myself more, I hope, once I get over the self-consciousness. So on Friday my mum has suggested that we go out for the day, so I think we're going to go to Monkey World, and we're going to take Clarence, my power chair, that's what I have named him. Well, actually my mum named him, but I quite like the name, so we're going to stick with Clarence. And so I'm going to take my power chair, and I'm probably going to vlog it as well and take you along with me, because what I really want to assess is like how it makes me feel like over the weekend, if I noticeably have more energy and things like that, because I haven't forced myself to walk around. So yeah, I will vlog the journey of me getting over myself and yeah, stepping into this like new way of life, so to speak. So today I'm just going to take you along with me on a slow day in the life of like living with a chronic illness. I was going to batch cook today, but one, it's really hot, which I think is going to drain my energy levels more, and two, I just realistically don't think I can do it because I'm still in a flare, and I don't want to push myself too much because I'm on my own all week with Dexter until Friday. I think Ben is round Thursday afternoon, but I don't want to push myself too much because I want to see how Clarence helps me on Friday, and I really want to just assess like how different I'm gonna feel, hopefully, with having an aid that makes me feel more independent and gets me out of the house without burning myself out. Dexter thinks he is a toy, so I have had to like fold him up and stuff because Dexter keeps switching him on and wasting the battery, and I'm like, no, I need the battery to last like for Friday. So you can get like 10 miles out of it, and then you have to charge it for like 8 hours. So it has to be charged overnight, but we will figure this out eventually. It's early days, and yeah, I've just got to build up my confidence about going out in it and being seen in it, really. I don't know what it is, I don't know what's wrong with me, because I'm like, no, I just need to focus on how it's going to help me and not care about what strangers think or people that know me, because actually, like, if they don't know me and they don't know me and know what I go through, then their opinion really doesn't matter. Yeah, their opinion really doesn't matter. Like, people, friends, family, if they don't really know what I go through, then it really doesn't matter. Like, all that matters is if it helps me, then it's a bonus, and that's what I need to focus on. 11:46, I think I'm gonna go and cook some lunch. I'm just gonna have like a Buddha bowl today. I think I've got some like smoky tempeh, which I'm not really a fan of tempeh, but I'm trying to force myself to eat it to eventually like it, because I'm thinking of it in the way of like getting a child to like something. They say, don't they, that they have to try it at least like 21 times or something. Is it 21 times? To eventually like know whether they really like it or not. And so I'm trying to do the same with tempeh, because I'm not a massive fan of it. Like, I really don't like the texture of it, and like I'm not really sure I like the taste of it that much either. But I'm trying to force myself to eat it because it's an extra source of protein and it's actually really good for you, because otherwise I'm eating like a lot of tofu, which, don't get me wrong, I love tofu, and it's so versatile and there's so many things you can do with it. But yeah, like I just want to add like an extra protein source into my diet, so I'm like force feeding myself tempeh at the moment. So I will take you into my messy kitchen. Just bear in mind that I've been in a flare, so the house isn't great, it's not perfect. This is Clarence. I have got the batteries on the stairs as well, because I took them out to fold it up because I was worried about Dexter like messing around with it. Welcome to my messy kitchen. Actually poured myself a glass of water today so that I could take my supplements, so I'm going to show you what I usually take as well. Oh, I'm like getting these like random pains in my boob. Does anybody else get that? Right, okay. I haven't been very consistent with my supplement routine during my flare, so that's probably not gonna help me. Let's be realistic, because you have to be consistent with these things. But when I do consistently take these things, I do notice that they do help my energy levels. They don't cure my chronic illness, they're not likely to ever cure my chronic illness, but they help to, they just help. I can't explain it. They do help with my energy levels. I'm just gonna get my chair. This is my wonderful kitchen chair. It's nice and light. Oh, keep getting these really sharp pains when I breathe in. Not good. So I take a spoonful of this, like a teaspoon of this plant collagen, and a teaspoon of this balance tonic, which this is supposed to really help with like hormones and stuff. So my hormones can be like really all over the place sometimes, so this really helps with that. This is to help with, well, I think I bought this mainly for like my skin and my hair, because my hair falls out in like clumps, and I know like it's natural to lose hair, but I think I lose more hair than what I should. And so I just got this plant collagen for that reason. So it also helps with like your skin and stuff. And then this I have been taking for a few years now. This is the one that helps with my energy levels. So yeah, this is like my super important, try not to miss this every day, but when I'm in a flare, I really struggle to like remember to take my supplements, and so yeah, not good. But I'm going to get my special spoon. Dexter calls this my special spoon, but I use this, and I just bung a teaspoon of each into a glass of water, stir it and drink it. It's that simple, and it doesn't taste that bad. This tastes like mango because it is mango flavoured, and it's got all this wonderful stuff in it. I don't know if you can see the ingredients list, but it's got all this wonderful stuff in it. It is by the brand Free Soul. I've been taking it for years, since like I lived in the flat. So and I think I've lived here now for, I think I've been living here for 4 years in October. So I've been taking this for about 5 or 6 years. I'm not sponsored, by the way, by any of these products. I'm just simply talking about them because this is what I take. This is my routine for helping with my chronic illness. When I had my bioresonance therapy, I was talking to the therapist who was doing it, and he came to my house as well, which was great, because like I had one before, but I had to travel all the way to Sherborne for it, and it was a lot, and I had to do 2 days in a row, and it was like hours sat in a chair in his office, and like the traveling and stuff, so it took a lot out of me. Whereas this other guy, because I don't think that company is going anymore, the one that I first had it with, this guy came to my house with all the equipment, so I was able to just relax on my own sofa in the comfort of my own home, and it was like great. Like I highly recommend it if you are someone that likes alternative therapies, and it really does help. The other thing I really want to try is like, is it like hyperbaric oxygen therapy? But again, I think it's really expensive because I don't think I can get that on the NHS because, or like my doctor won't refer me for anything really. I was referred to a pain clinic in January because I was diagnosed with fibromyalgia on top of my chronic fatigue syndrome, and I was referred in January to the pain clinic, and it's now like the end of May, we're going into June, and I've heard nothing. They rang me up to check that my phone number was correct, and that was it. That was like in March. But what I was saying is I was talking to the guy that did my bioresonance therapy, and he was talking about wheatgrass in particular, and he advised me to take wheatgrass daily, and this has got wheatgrass in it, it's got chlorella in it, spirulina, all these like really good superfoods that are, they're so good for like energy, they're fiber rich, you can get like your greens in if you don't eat enough greens, which I definitely don't. So yeah, like I highly recommend this, but you do have to be consistent with it. And when I go into a major flare, I just tend to forget, or I just like, I can't be bothered, because as much as I can, how do I say this? As much as I can minimize like the steps that I do in a day when I'm in a flare, like the better, because I have to look after Dexter, and I am a single mum, and I have to be able to get up and make him dinner, even if I don't make myself dinner. And I have to try and do the dishes and stuff like that, which is challenging as a single mum in a flare. So I try to like minimize as many steps as possible when I'm in a flare, and I just like, but I need to try and make this one of my non-negotiables really. But now it's 11:57, so it's essentially 12 o'clock, and I've spent the whole time on this video rambling on so far. I'm gonna try and make myself some lunch. I want to do like a butter bowl, so I'm gonna do like Italian salad with this smoked hummus, which is really nice. If you've not had this brand of smoked hummus before, it's expensive, but oh my god, it's so nice. So I'll probably keep buying that. I also have got sauerkraut. I have got beetroot. I love this beetroot and this sauerkraut, so I'm going to put that for probiotics, you know. And then I have got these baby cucumbers, which I may or may not put on this dish. Baby potatoes, I'm going to have a few of those. And then I have got this sweet chili tempeh. I think I might have this with a few potatoes, salad, and I might put some rice or quinoa or something with it. I'm not sure. And then at some point today I need to try and make baps for tomorrow, because I bought burgers. I didn't buy buns because all of the buns in the shop are horrific. They all have like disodium diphosphates in, which is really not good for you, cancer causing chemicals, and so like I want to steer clear as much as I possibly can, because like I'm really trying to eat like, I'm trying my best to eat like whole foods and stuff because it helps. I might just do these these and that little salady stuff, and then later my mum has bought round some mac and cheese that she made yesterday, so I'm gonna have that for tea, so then I won't have to cook too much. Yeah, I'm not gonna do rice or anything because I can't really be bothered. So these you pan fry for like 4 minutes, and then I'll just put them with potatoes and salady stuff because less dishes, you know. Oh yeah, I was super lucky this morning as well because I put some washing in the washing machine and I haven't done any laundry for like about 3 weeks straight. This is how bad chronic illness gets. So then everything obviously just piles up. Right, I'm gonna give these a rinse and a wash. Yeah, so I haven't done any laundry for like 3 weeks, and so my mum got here just as the washing machine finished, so she hung it outside for me, which saves energy, so that was lucky. She was like, don't worry about getting it in, I'll get it in when I get back, so that's a plus too. So yeah, I haven't had to hang or get my washing in today. Which is a bonus. I actually don't know whether to cut these in half. I might cut these in half because that's quite big. It's going to take forever to cook. I love these Jersey potatoes though, they're so nice. Oh, I actually don't need the oven on, so I don't know why I've put that on. I always get washed and ready salad as well. So much easier to just bung it on a plate. And I always use this salad dressing. Honey and mustard Pizza Express salad dressing. So good. I'm gonna have one of these little baby cucumbers. I'm just gonna have one random cucumber, which I'm probably gonna regret because I should probably like de-skin it because the skin on cucumbers just does not agree with me for whatever reason. I have no idea why. And then I'm just gonna literally just like pile my plate up with random salady stuff. Beetroot. Beetroot. Excuse the dirty dishes in the background. That is one thing as well that I need to like get over and stop saying, because this is just how my life is. I will do the dishes later. I really desperately need to do a couple of tarot readings because we're going into June, and like the whole of this month I only did May forecasts, and I need to do June forecasts for all of the star signs, but it takes several hours to record 12 videos, so I'm going to see how my energy levels are faring out. But I'll probably just do that in the living room, and I'm just going to see how many I can get done, and I'll probably upload them next week rather than this week, so I can try and get ahead of myself, because yeah, I'm struggling with that as well now. This month has just not been a good month because I've had Dexter's birthday, and then we had the vegan market, and then June is a really busy month for me as well. So I've got Dexter is doing a show at the theatre, so I've got to get him to like all his rehearsals, dress rehearsal, and like all of that. And it's also my dad's birthday, my sister is coming down to visit, so it's a very like busy month. And that's another reason why I just don't want to burn myself out. I want to find ways where I can pace better and like just live a more fulfilling life. Even though it's like you have to constantly think about these like extra steps that you need to take to reserve your energy, and it's so frustrating because I feel like that takes like brain energy then as well. It's really frustrating. I feel like all I've done is talk in this video, but it's been a while and I'm lonely. I'm lonely. No, I'm not lonely. I love my own company. I love my own company. Like, I actually can't explain how much I like my own company and not being around other people. So yeah, it's not that bad. What was I going to do? What was I going to do? I don't know. I'm gonna put some of this sauerkraut. Oh, it smells so good. So this sauerkraut is so good that I have legit, like, just taken it out the fridge and eaten it with a spoon. There was one day where I'd got Dexter's tea and I was like, oh, I really can't decide what I want for tea. So I just got the sauerkraut out and ate it out of the tub. I'm gonna put some of this lovely hummus on as well. This hummus is really nice on these sourdough bagels. And there is nothing in these as well that is bad. Yep, nothing in these that is bad. There's no disodium diphosphates or anything like that. If you're like me and you don't like eating food that is toxic, put a dollop of hummus there. This is so good. It's almost got like a really like cheesy flavour because of the smoky. It tastes like smoked cheese, smoked cheddar. I think I made too many potatoes. Okay, I could not eat all of that tempeh. I had about 3 pieces of it and now I'm like, bleh. I can't eat it. It's the texture. I don't like the texture. I'm laying here thinking, do I really want to make bread rolls right now? No, I really don't. So I might just make bread rolls tomorrow because Dexter can help me with it. Might be quite a fun little like homemade activity to do, making bread rolls. I'm gonna take out this tray and then I'm probably going to, really could do with hoovering, but I haven't got the energy to do that either. So I'm gonna lay out my sofa cover on the floor and do my tarot readings for June, because I want to do June forecasts, and then I might try and do a little bit of upper back yoga for my back. And at some point I feel like I'm going to need to lay down, but what I'm going to do first is I'm going to go and get a cup of tea. I'm drinking green tea at the moment, which, well, I've been drinking green tea for like a long time. So I'm going to get myself a green tea. I've stopped drinking coffee for a little while because caffeine doesn't agree with me. It makes my palpitations worse. So I've decided to like have a little break from drinking coffee, and I only really drink it if I am really desperate and maybe like once a week now. It doesn't really help me anyway. It makes me feel more tired. So coffee doesn't really agree with me. So I'm sticking with green tea, is what I'm trying to say. Pucker is the brand that I am loving, this matcha green tea at the moment. And then we shall do some tarot readings. It's been a while. I feel like I might be a bit rusty. My fridge is making a really weird noise. It's making like a dripping noise. It's a beautiful day out there. I might sit in the garden in a bit for a little while. I've been looking at what is it, like reclining garden chairs, because realistically I can't get out there at the moment because the garden furniture is completely ruined by the weather. So we made the mistake of putting so it had like a big massive garden furniture cover over it, and it said it was windproof, weatherproof, waterproof, all that malarkey, and like it got completely destroyed in the windy weather one night, and all the cushions on the furniture got destroyed. and blah blah blah, so we can't even sit. I can't even sit on the furniture out there. We've literally had it for 4 years and we've used it like a handful of times because we can't sit. We used it like the first year, can't sit on it now. So what I need to do is, I'm hoping to be able to get the garden done at some point this year, hopefully. I need to just get some quotes and find out like how much it's going to cost. But I'm hoping to get the garden done, and then I'm hoping to get like a wooden gazebo or something that I can put the furniture under, and then I'll have to buy new cushions and clear the heater and just put the cushions away. That's what I'm hoping, but there's no point me trying to sort that out currently because it's just going to be a complete waste of my energy. It's just going to get ruined again and again and again. For now, I'm just leaving it. But when like Dexter is playing in the garden, I have to keep taking a kitchen chair out there and it's not very comfortable to sit on. So I've been contemplating whether to get like a reclining garden chair, and then I can just like lay down out there while he is playing. And I've also bought like another parasol to hopefully have like a little bit of shade out there, because there's just no shade and the sun is on our garden all the time, so it's like bloody Ibiza out there. It gets really really hot and there's like no shade, so I'm trying to, but then I don't want to like do too much, because if I'm going to have someone round to come and like do the garden, I don't want to have too much in the garden that they've got to like move around, and there's already too much out there. I don't know what I want to do. Like I want most of it patioed, and I might look into getting AstroTurf underneath the playground, or bark, or just something that's not grass because it's very high maintenance and the ground out there is crap, like it's really bad. So yeah, I'm just trying to work out, like, because like it's going to be costly as well. But yeah, I want to have like most of it patioed, so it is going to be quite costly, I think. But I need to get a few quotes so that I just know how much it's going to be, and I haven't got round to that yet. I think me and Mum are going to look into that, like having someone round on a Friday so that she can like be with me, because I get really anxious, and then we can get some quotes and just see what the situation is. So I would like to do something with it this year, but yeah, for now I'm tempted to get a lounge, like a garden lounge chair thing that just like folds up and I can put it away in the Keter. But the Keters need sorting because they are chock-a-block full of, like, basically he's got too much, so I've got to at some point get out there and declutter it. But I need my mum's help with that because that will burn me out. Just nothing gets done because I'm just constantly burnt out at the moment, and it's really frustrating. Just like everything, even just getting out of bed some days is so draining, and so I'm just really struggling. So that's why I haven't really been posting as well, so I do apologise, but it is what it is. I do live with chronic illness and it's hard to be consistent with anything really. Camera battery is flashing, so I'm not sure if I'm going to be able to record myself doing my tarot readings, but I'm going to go away and do that now. I'm just going to do like the first 3 or 4 and then look at doing the next 3 or 4 another day, and probably upload them next week when we're going into June. Turns out my other battery is charged, so you can watch me do my readings. I'm gonna choose a oracle deck to get overall energies, I think, because... So, the annoying thing is, I really want to use my Stranger Things deck, but I get so confused because, one, I'm not overly great at remembering what the Roman numerals are, and these are in Roman numerals. Not only that, but the suits are different in this deck to a normal deck, and I got myself hella confused because until I learnt that scoops was actually pentacles, I thought scoops would be cups, and so like I get super confused. But until I get like to know this deck a bit more, I feel like I can't like use it properly in a tarot video because I feel like I'd just be staring at it trying to work out like, which card is that again? What number is that again? Yeah, I'm useless. So I think I'm just gonna stick with one deck today and I'm not gonna do clarifiers. I'm gonna stick with like an overall energy, an oracle card for overall energy, and then just my light seers deck for the actual reading. As you can see, I'm not in any rush to get things done today. I can't afford to be in a rush with getting things done because of my energy levels. I just need to take each day, each moment as it comes. So I'm just going with the flow, because otherwise usually I would panic. I'd look at the time and I'd be like, oh my god, I've got no time to do this, this, this and this. And like really I just need to get to a point where I'm like, if it doesn't get done, it doesn't get done. It's as simple as that. Because yeah, otherwise I just end up stressing myself out. So we are now in Gemini season too. So really don't trust myself with this. Like my little waterfall too. So peaceful. Hello Gemini, welcome to your June forecast. I've only done 3 readings and it's 2:45. I just finished doing Leo's reading, so I've done Gemini, Cancer and Leo. I think I'm gonna leave it there and have a break because I'm feeling exhausted, and honestly like it makes it really hard to concentrate and read if I'm too exhausted. So I'm gonna leave it there. I've got like 9 more readings to do and I'm really tired. I need a wee. My back hurts really badly. And so yeah, I'm going to listen to my body and stop there, which I hate. I hate because I just want to get it done. The 3 readings that I've done were really good. So if you're interested in like zodiac readings, then I'll link my tarot channel down below and you can check it out for your zodiac. Have explained though that I will just be doing like zodiac readings at the start of the month, and I may do zodiac love readings like part way through the month or something, but the rest of my readings on my channel are probably going to be collective readings from now on, because to do this weekly it takes a lot out of me. I said I was going to try and do yoga for my back because my back is killing, but to be honest, in all honesty, I'm so tired that I just really don't want to. So I'm gonna lay on the sofa, and I was gonna say I might read a book, but I don't think I'm gonna read either because I'm gonna get more fatigued from reading. So I might just pop something on the telly and watch TV for a little bit this afternoon. And then I need to make a start on editing this video, and yeah, I hope it's not been too boring for you guys. I feel like I've just basically rambled on for most of this video and there's not really been much to show, so I'm sorry about that. But if you like videos like this, then stick around. I'm hoping to record my trip to Monkey World on Friday in Clarence, so I will let you know how I feel when I'm out and about in him, and I'll let you know how I feel after. The good thing this week is that Dexter has not got theatre group on Saturday because it's half term, so Saturday it means I can just like rest all of Saturday. So yeah, well, hopefully I won't be too burnt out anyway, because I'll have Clarence and I won't have walked around all day. I'll have been reserving my energy in my electric chair. In my power chair. But yeah, we'll just see how things go. So, don't know whether to just leave this video here. Because all I'm going to do for the rest of the afternoon is watch TV. Is watch Stevie the TV and maybe play some games on my phone. Ooh, that's what I might do. I'm going to clear up this mass of cards. Right, I'm going to leave this video here because I just feel like it's going to be quite boring for the rest of the day. And I'll see you next time I pick up the camera. Bye!